Welcome to the Windows channel, and this is another highlight of the Fall Creators Update features. And today we'll talk about the Windows Defender app. Now, there are basically two levels of features, new features and new protections for Windows 10 Fall Creators Update. Now, probably 80% of everything that's new is on the Enterprise version. Anybody using Enterprise version will have so much more in the Defender Guard, and the fact that the Defender Guard will also be able to function within Microsoft Edge browser, so that's showing more secure browsing, and a lot of advanced threat protection, even on the network detection level. Now you might say, well, that's sad, why don't we all have that protection? Well, it's, the way Microsoft works, there are different levels of protection depending on where Windows is situated and what version you got. But one thing that's for sure is that some of the advanced protection guard will still help us. So for example, in the virus and threat protection, one of the things that it will give us is a more advanced AI, kind of artificial intelligence way of detecting viruses and threats, which promises Windows Defender to be better and more proactive than it was before. Now, that said, like I always say, the best protection is the one that you provide, your brain. What you do on your PC is much more important than anything else. But, it adds a few things. There will be better ways of, doing a quick scan, but also having advanced scans and creating custom scans of your different areas in your Windows. The UI also is a little tweaked, so it's a little better, a little more interesting than what we had at Creators Update. They fixed a few things also, because some of the problems that people were always saying is, especially for example, the health report that was kind of annoying and often giving us, reports when we don't really need a report. I always, I kind of don't like when antivirus software also give health reports and performance issues, because I think that's not what an antivirus should do. So when I was, when they introduced this in Creators Update, I wasn't really super happy that that was there, especially because of the first versions that had so many problems in really detecting what is a real issue or not. Now this is much better, and in the help reports, if you do have something, you'll be able to actually hush the report. Say, look, I don't want to have that report. I don't want to have that news because it's something that I know is like that. For example, I often get, oh, your battery life will, be a problem if you keep your, screen at 100% level like you do right now. Well, I'm sorry, but I always keep it plugged in, so I don't really care about that. So when there's some reports like those, you'll be able to just say, nope, I don't want to have that information. They fixed also a few things in the Defender way of the health report checking out, for example, for drivers. There were kind of false driver report problem, which is, non-issues basically. It was okay in general, but kind of, everything was a little weird at the beginning. But that's being fixed, and Defender is actually much more interesting. Firewall and network protection is still there, of course, to protect you from online attacks. It is also easier to go through. They haven't really tweaked the, Windows Defender app itself much in the visual side, except for a few things here and there that are changed in the menus, for example. Apart from that, if you look at if you compare the regular, device or antivirus interface, you'll see that it's pretty much the same, but you'll see also that there are changes when you go through the different icons. So of course, on the left side, you've got access to the different icons also, which are the categories that you see here. So basically, if you go to one category, you'll be able on the left side to change category without having to go through the back button and check out the main items. App and browser control, advanced protection also in there. Many things are happening of course, with the introduction of one of the main features of the antivirus, which is the ability now to protect your folders. This is a major thing, and it's probably for pretty much everyone that will use Windows 10 File Creators Update, the number one issue that is just amazing is the fact that in there you will now have the possibility to have controlled folder access, which means you can now protect your main folders like documents, image or picture, videos, music, and so on. You can also have custom folders that are protected. And this controlled folder access, the way it works and the way I've tested it, seems to really protect you against even malware. If you have ransomware, it would prevent a ransomware from actually being able to encrypt folders. So this is a very nice protection. The only thing I hope is that they improve the interface so it's easier to choose the apps that can be accessed with this, because what's happening is every time you install a new software, if it needs to access one of the folders that are protected, it's not going to, it's going to prevent the app from doing so, which is good. The problem is it's difficult to, choose an app if you're not really a tech savvy person, and that I wish would be simpler. But at least it's a start. We're getting more protection in here and advanced threat protection also. And finally, of course, family options, including protecting your kids by, choosing different levels of what they can see on the internet and what they can do on the computer to keep safe, because, the kids are often a source of problems on PCs. So Windows Defender improved somewhat for everybody that will be in the Home or Pro versions. Improved a lot if you're on the Enterprise version, with so much more protection and advanced threat protection everywhere. Detection at the network level of things that are going right or wrong. Pretty amazing. So of course we'll be hoping that some of these advanced features could also come to regular Home or Pro versions. If you enjoy my videos, please subscribe, give us thumbs up, and thank you so much for following us on this channel.